It's fitting that I record this with an almighty version of California Dreaming playing, because this is where I'm going to just finally say it to all of you. What's going on? I suffer from a cyclic depression where every three and a half years I fall apart. I can only get in so far with things, and then I just can't handle it. A lot of that goes down to a lot of undiagnosed disorders and stuff when I was a kid. And a lot of it plays into the sort of life that I've led. And I've led one hell of a life. A lot of you don't know that the lawyer suggested that I didn't have a case because the security guard threw me out of the mall thinking I was cruising at 15 years of age. And all I have is a bladder infection and an OCD tendency to use the really clean washroom in the new part of the mall. The psychologist thought I was gay. We knew we were keeping it from my dad, and the lawyer basically said, well, since it looks like he's gay, there's no court that would accept this. That's part I haven't told anyone. Well, maybe a few. Anyways, I was bullied. It was hard. Even my friends bullied me. My friends had a nickname for what I wore to school because I wore a black tracksuit. They called me Bowling Ball. I was large, I was round, I was smart, I was gay, and I was different. And I'm 42 this year, and I'm still alive. I haven't done anything to hurt myself, and believe me, kids out there, I've wanted to. But it's hard, because there's so much more worth living for. There's so much out there, and our stories have to be told. I'm not going to give you platitudes that, it's going to get better. Christ, I still suffer from the pain of when I went through crap as a kid, but I'm dealing with it. And one way I want to deal with it is, a part of me wants to make a movie about my life, the bullying I went through, the political activism I took part in, the fact that I performed in it as a drag queen, that I sing live in the bars, that I've been part of this village for 25 years now. And I'm only 42 this year. 2/3 of my life has been lived as a gay man, and I've watched it. And I never truly feel a part of anyone or anything. I'm always feeling outside, yet the same, because of my belief in the individualism that we have within us. No, my story may not be the best story in the world, and some people may think, oh, her going on, but there's a story that needs to be told. Right from childhood and the abuse I took. My mother's even agreed to be interviewed. And I want to film it across Ontario at the Pride Days, all across Ontario, traveling in an RV, selling my crap. What's that? Selling my crap. I opened a store, www.cafepress.com, /madness personified, MADNESSPERSONIFIED. If you wish to use .ca instead of .com, that's all good too. .co.uk, whatever. .au I think it is, or .co.au, whatever. Check it out. Some of my hints are there. I've had a very different view on life for a very long time in life. And I think it's important that view be shared. I think that it's important that I learn to understand that view, and by learning to understand that view, all of you can help share in that and maybe learn something too. We are all teachers and students. We are all individuals, and we deserve to exist while we are here. And no one has the right to make you think that that should be anything different. There's been some gay kids that were really in there, that were really political, that were getting involved, that had the support, and they still did it. And I know I've been there. It's hard. I mean, my mom called in 1984 to my counselor when she found out that I was talking about being bisexual in my diary, and asked him, is there any way that a group could be started so that he has someone else to talk to about this? He said there's 4 guys that left school last year, graduated the year or two before, let me ask them if they would want to come back for a group. They all said no. Now that I have hindsight on some of what I've lived through, my mom asked them for a GSA. Indirectly, I guess it was very different then, but just the fact of a group meeting to talk about being gay in a school. There was nothing in the town I grew up in because we were close to Toronto. There was a Peel organization, but they weren't really servicing Brampton. So what did I do? I booked the library room so they could do it. I started a gay youth group there. I did a lot of stuff when I was a kid and then got lost along the way. Love and drugs and sex and rock and roll and all that jazz. And now it's time to bring it all back in. Join me on the journey. I'm not going to say it doesn't get better, but